Welcome to the March 3rd, 2022 Board of Zoning Appeals meeting. We'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. And we'll start with, I guess, get this open here. My electronic copy of the agenda here, so we'll start, I guess, with staff announcements. Kelly?
No announcements this evening.
Okay. That was short and sweet, like it. So next is the approval and consideration of the February 3rd, 2022 meeting minutes. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion made by Jeff. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Gillian. All in favor say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Seeing none, minutes are approved. All right, so I believe the applicant for item number 1 is not present. Is that correct? Okay. Is there a procedure, Bill, that we need to do if we swap those items other than just announcing? Okay. All right, so we're going to take item 2 first. We'll come back, see if anybody shows up for item 1 there. So item number 2 is a variance request for reducing the required first floor elevation height from 3 foot to 1 foot above the base flood elevation for the historic structure located within the historic preservation overlay and the floodway fringe overlay at 319 North Margin Street. Staff?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Item number 2, now number 1, is a variance request to reduce the required FFE height from 3 feet to 1 foot above base flood elevation for the historic structure located within the historic preservation overlay and the floodway fringe overlay at 319 North Margin Street. The Board of Zoning Appeals voted to grant the variance request at its November 5th, 2020 meeting. A previous property owner made the same request after receiving a certificate of appropriateness from the Historic Zoning Commission contingent upon the BZA's decision at its October 12th, 2020 meeting. The previous owner did not complete the plans as proposed and sold the property. The new property owner did not know that granted variance expired after 1 year. So upon working with city staff, the property owner applied for the same variance request in order to carry out the previously approved building plans as granted by the certificate of appropriateness, and that is set to expire in April 2022. Therefore, this item is actually coming back before you tonight for a reapproval because of the expiration. Thank you.
Okay. So next we'll move to the applicant. Is the applicant present? If you could step forward for us and state your name and address for the record.
Hello, my name is Wilson Stevenson. I live at 9024 Ford Drive in Brentwood, Tennessee. Currently the owner of 319 North Margin, seeking to renovate it to bring it up to 1 foot above with a design, split-face block design, similar to the adjacent property, and the structure will go back to being a habitable duplex. It's currently not habitable, but going to keep the same use that it historically has been and just bring it up above the floodplain.
Okay. Thank you. All right, so next we'll open the public comment. Any citizen comments? So I have one comment card, Miss Lydia Miller, if you'd like to step forward for us.
I'm Lydia Miller at 1328 Carnton Lane in Franklin, and I own the adjacent property, and I'm asking you to approve this variance. We owned it in 2010, and there was no water near either house, and plus it would look much better than being 3 feet above it. So I'm asking you to approve it. And I just met them tonight, so.
Thanks for your comments. Any other citizen comments? Okay, seeing none, is there a motion to close the public comment?
Motion to close?
Motion made by Frank, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Gillian. All in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All right, public comments closed. Any questions from the board for staff at all? Okay. If not, I'm ready to entertain a motion.
I'll move to approve the variance request to reduce the required first floor elevation height from 3 feet to 1 foot above the base flood elevation for the historic structure located within the historic preservation overlay and the floodway fringe overlay at 319 North Margin Street because the criteria for granting a variance have been met.
Motion for approval made by Gillian. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Jeff. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Seeing none, variance is approved for item number 2. All right, so I haven't seen anyone walk in as the applicant present on item 1. Try this one more time. All right, so I was going to recuse myself on item 1. Do I need to recuse myself on the deferral? Okay. All right, is there a motion for deferral on item 1 to a date certain? So we'll want to defer that, I guess, into the April 7th meeting? Is that our next meeting? That's a short week. On the 1st is the Friday, so it's a later date.
I show it as April 7th, yes.
Okay.
Motion to defer item number 1 to the April 7th, 2022 meeting.
Okay, motion made for deferral to the April 7th meeting for 2022. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Frank. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Seeing none opposed, or item number 1 is deferred to the April 7th, 2022 meeting. All right. It was kind of short and sweet, but is there a motion for adjournment?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion made by Jeff. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Gillian. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Seeing no one opposed to that one, Board of Zoning Appeals for March 3rd is over. So thanks, everyone, and we'll see you April 7th. Maybe.